All right, this one's going to be a really exciting one because today I'm going to head over to Max's shop from SchneidX Auto. I've mentioned him a bunch of times on this channel before. He has a Volvo V70 and we are going to be taking out the engine today. He's got a lot planned for it. So I'm going to be taking you along for the journey and I hope you enjoy this series. So let's go. All right, we're at SchneidX Auto. Max has got some time to actually work on one of his own projects for once. What are we working on, Max?
98 Volvo V70.
Yep.
So it's the project car that actually got gifted to me back in 2017. And since then it's been with me. I've spent a lot of money on it, fixed a lot of stuff. And now we're finally finishing the project because I had a turbo rebuild done 7 years ago and the turbo's been sitting in a box since then.
Yeah, well that's project cars, right?
There's a chance here, now that we're in a workshop, we have access to hoist, we got access to the facility, got all the tools here. So going to do the final, remove the engine, fix a bunch of things that need attention, and then put all the bigger injectors, bigger turbo, V70i exhaust manifold on.
All right, so just put the car on the lift. Let's go have a look and walk me through how I'm going to help you today with what we're doing. Because yeah, engine removals is a new thing for me.
Yeah, so come with me. So this is it here. So it's had a lot of work put into it over the years. Today we'll be pulling this engine and the automatic transmission out.
Yep.
We might do it one by one or we might do it together depending on how much space we have, but we are very limited with clearance. I can barely get my hand in between the engine and the...
Pretty common with European cars, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's a bit more room on this side here once we get the airbox and battery and everything out. But yeah, exactly how we'll do it is yet to be determined.
Are we dropping the engine underneath or underneath the car? Like engine, we're gonna lift the car and the engine's gonna stay, or?
Look, because of the way that this setup on the hoist is, if we had a two-post hoist, it would probably been really quick to actually drop the subframe. But the subframe is really, really big. And we need to have a rolling chassis by the end of this. But again, we might just change our mind. We might end up doing it from the bottom.
Yeah, I guess we have to wait and see. All right, well, let's get cracking. We've got the day to get this engine out. Max was just telling me that this cable is for those people who don't change their engine mounts for a long time. This is going to save them. Never seen that on a new car, but there you go. Yeah, so the way the system works is it's a front-wheel drive car, and this is actually their first iteration of all-wheel drive. So what they did, you got a transverse engine here. You got either an automatic or a manual transaxle here. Left drive shaft comes out here, right drive shaft comes out here, but you can actually see this right drive shaft goes through the diff. So this is actually a hollow diff, so that the drive shaft for the front still goes through, but on the outside, on a big hollow spline, is this drive coupling, and that hooks up to the diff, and that sends power to the rear. So what they have done here is kind of jerry-rigged a front-wheel drive system or an all-wheel drive system into a front-wheel drive car. Yeah, that's pretty weird. It makes more sense once it's out. Yeah. It's a very early iteration of it. Oh, that hurt my ears. Here's the big point. Either the engine comes out the top and we leave the transmission in, or we simply lower the whole thing plus the subframe down, then crane the engine off the subframe with the transmission, and then put the subframe back in with the suspension so that it can roll out. So I think, yeah, what are you thinking we do then? The entire subframe, we drop it? Entire subframe, everything. And then we lift the subframe back up. And then we lower it, right? Everything will come down. The suspension, subframe's coming out. Very exciting stuff. Subframe's coming out soon. Yeah, we gotta drop we're gonna undo this tail shaft and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. And maybe I'll start doing that.
Yeah. The subframe's coming down. The tail shaft can stay up because it is disconnected here, but we just need to get it to wiggle its way out of this.
Yeah, right.
The exhaust will stay up, and that's no problem at all. I need to undo these. There's a big heat shield here that's protecting the power steering from the exhaust.
Yep.
This needs to come off. Then the exhaust can wiggle its way out. Then we undo this here. This is on the steering shaft column, steering column. And then
Coming down.
And then I think we're almost ready to pull it out. Yeah.
So much progress, lunch would be great about now. All right, so stopping for lunch. Well, we've got a fair bit done so far.
Yeah. Had to get all this stuff off that we have piling up over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts.
Boot full of stuff as well.
I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a fair bit of stuff that we've taken off the car. And
Yes.
we are
How many hours?
almost
We
ready.
started more or less at 10
Yeah, it's
after we had the car up.
been a
and
couple of
everything.
hours since we've...
So it's almost 3 hours later.
3 hours, and now we can finally drop this.
Which is actually pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
that's a fairly decent time.
Yeah. Well, when people look at it, it's like, oh, it's not that many things, but there's a fair few things. What's for lunch, Max?
Banh mi.
In Clayton.
There's actually one of the... Whoa, look at that. One of the best banh mi places
Alright.
of Melbourne.
I'm happy with banh mi. Can't go wrong. All right, we've just had our banh mi. Very yummy, yummy. And this is going to be the final wave of engine stuff that we just spoke about before. But we've got about 2 hours to get this done before I need to bounce. No time wasted. We are very close to lifting the car off its chassis. Okay, it looks off the exhaust.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
On our way down, just need to be careful here because this oxygen sensor is basically... these are the big
Yeah.
washers.
Just this hose is still stuck on, stopping us from doing our thing. Suck out some. All right, last attempt, hopefully.
Be nice and close to the end.
Yeah. Oh,
Something's getting caught again.
it's leaning to one side. I see. Yeah, that makes sense why it's leaning. And is the other side one clear as well?
Hey, you're supposed to be supervised, mate.
Other than what you just moved, I can't see anything else. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, it's clear, easy. Easy. That's good. Look at that. How amazing. In one day. Now that the engine's out, Max is just getting the engine crane, moving a bunch of things. And this engine crane is going to help us get that engine off the subframe and then onto a pallet. And then that subframe needs to go back in the car so he can still maneuver this car around the shop. So this is just space things. Otherwise, if we had the space, we just leave it there. Almost there, we've got about an hour. We are making some good time. A job like this with two people, man, it makes all the difference, and better when it's your best mate.
Yeah, removing engines used to be such a big thing in my mind.
Yeah, and now that I've seen it done,
But now that I've done it so many times, like, yeah.
Yeah.
just remove the engine, mate, don't worry.
yeah, it's the first engine I've helped properly remove, and it wasn't as hard as I thought. But I guess you knew what needs to be done. Oh,
I need a big dactyl.
yeah. Here you go. Destroy my ears. Let's go. Ear problems.
Not that bad.
The first one.
Really not that bad.
The first one.
But the fucking axle nuts, they were mental.
One little hose that we forgot.
One little hose clamp.
And then this thing is going on a pallet.
One little close.
Yeah.
Pry this off.
Finally, the engine is separated from the chassis. This baby little turbo. Boop boop.
Little turbo here, you can see it spinning from the back.
Oh, can't see shit.
Where is it?
There you go. Is your turbo going to bolt straight on with no clearance problems?
Bolt straight on, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's from a V70.
Ah, okay, so it has the clearance. We're just moving the transmission separate from the engine so you can rebuild it. Is transmission heavy?
Yeah. It's heavy.
Heavy boy. Turns out there's a specific way to remove the transmission. I had no idea, so I'm just gonna let Max explain it.
Well, the torque converter bolts to the engine. The torque converter is part of the transmission, but it bolts to the engine like a clutch. A clutch bolts to the flywheel, so does the torque converter. Now, if we leave these bolts in, when we pull it apart, the torque converter is going to come with it, and fucking half a litre or 1.5 litres of transmission fluid will just piss out the bottom.
Okay, so we've avoided that?
We've avoided that because we've undone these.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
So now comes the last part,
Which is the bolt.
which is the bolt. Yeah, keep going. All right. Yeah. Oh, too far. Go back a bit.
Can I go back?
Yeah. Yeah, there. Stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
That's it. Yep. And now go to the other side. I might pull a little bit on this side, and you pull on that. That's it.
I see. Ah, look at that. It's like
Look at that. Is there fluid coming out the back?
No.
Down there?
Good. All right.
So that's it. That's transmission.
All right, so as you can see, engine's out. The transmission is separated from the engine, and all we're doing is just, for logistics reasons, relocating this engine so that we can put it somewhere. But yeah, it will go on an engine stand soon, and then we're going to be doing a teardown, which is the next step. All right, we're getting this subframe back in, so then Max can wheel it around the car. Can't just leave it all like this, unfortunately, because this is a active workshop. And then we're done. Almost. If you live in Melbourne, Australia, you can find SchneidX Auto currently located in Clayton. This is a blast to experience and film. So if you want to see more, make sure you like the video and stay tuned for the engine teardown. See you in the next one.